Hey guys, welcome to day 17, and first of all, I hope you have at least prepared and purchased a couple of disaster foods, because I really want to make sure that you taste it in advance, because I'll tell you that food can make a major difference in how you feel physically and how you feel psychologically in a disaster, because hey, it's a situation where you may be displaced, you're evacuating, everything's uncomfortable seemingly, but you know what? If you have really good food, that can make a massive difference in how you feel. But today, we've now gone through the first 4 pockets: physical, psychological, personal, and papers, and that's just wonderful. You should now have plenty of things to be adding to your backpack. And so now we're going to the 5th and final pocket, that is phone. We all love our phones. We can't live without our phones. And so I have recognized this as a disaster professional for so many years. And so now what I've done is I have incorporated this directly into our disaster programs, because it is so important that we know how to utilize our phones, because hey, this can be a great tool in a disaster. So I have utilized phones with disaster tools, but we also have to recognize that the phone isn't the only tool. There's other things we can use as well, but it's something that we have got to have in a disaster. So we're going to talk about your immediate needs with the phone, and then sort of the longer term needs later in the next video tomorrow. So today is immediate and near term, and then tomorrow is long term. So let's start first. When you have a phone, what is something that the phone needs to have right away? It needs to have a way to be charged, right? So what I would suggest to you is to make sure that you have multiple ways of charging that phone. I talked to you a few days ago about, on the personal side, about having a weather radio that has a way to actually charge your phone. That is perfect. But you should have other ways to charge your phone as well. For example, I have a portable charger that is pre-charged in advance where I can plug my phone in, and yes, I have tested it, and yes, you should test it, and it plugs directly into my phone, my type of phone that I carry, and it will charge the entire thing from 0 to 100. The other thing you should have is a solar charger if possible. This is one of the reasons why some of the weather radios are incredible, because some of the weather radios actually have solar panels on them. I don't recommend them everywhere. We don't have time to get into it today, but there are places where the weather radio with the solar chargers aren't as good. But you do, however, want to have something that allows you to charge your phone from multiple locations. So for example, if I have the portable charger, it'll also go into the weather radio. If you can also get an external solar charger, that's great. You should also have a car charger, and you should also have one that goes into an outlet, because the phone is that important that you need to have multiple ways to charge this thing so that something will be available for you to be able to charge your phone and be able to access it immediately. So ensuring that you have that charging ability is going to make the difference in being able to use the phone versus not being able to use the phone. So you need to consider how much you're using and where you're going. So if you have multiple different kinds of chargers, it suddenly opens up the possibilities. You can shelter in so many places, you can evacuate so many places, you can lock down so many places, because you have access to so many different ways to keep that phone alive no matter what disaster is going on around you. Hey, that was easier than I thought, right? So get different kinds of chargers, put them into that one pocket, and you'll always have a charged phone no matter where you are. This is Disaster Patrick, and remember, prepare for a disaster, and you will never experience one.